It's such a great feeling to see something that you're building from the ground up, to be a part of such a landmark to our community in a place where people go to have fun. What motivated me to go into business for myself was I went to a juvenile justice facility and to speak to some young men who had been incarcerated. And while I was there, I learned that several of the young men had been repeat offenders. So I asked, I said, how do you come back after being here? And they said, because it's hard for them to find a job. They are, they want to help their family, so they end up going back to a life of crime. So I left there really disturbed, and I started, praying about what can I do to make a difference. And they need jobs, and so I was motivated to go and start a company where I could possibly hire those type of individuals who have had a checkered path, and maybe other companies may not be as forgiving as one that I could own myself. So I would say you hire a person for their skills, but the whole person shows up for work. So they bring all of their years of experience, their personal issues or whatever. And you don't necessarily know what else is out there until the person becomes employed by you. Votum started out of Teska and I coming together after being on the FAMU law school project. And as a result of that, we started to talk about what it would be like to own our own business and manage projects like that ourselves. And so the idea of starting our own company was born out of that project.
You have to be honest about your feelings. And a lot of times, a lot of people don't want to be that, but she don't have a problem, and she know I don't have a problem.
That's right.
So I'm going to hear it, whether I want to hear it or not, and she going to hear it from me.
That's true.
So I think that's the reason why we're able to kind of continue to move forward.
And it's just like a marriage. You have those moments when you might not like each other or you didn't like something one did, but because you have the ability to communicate and you have a friendship and a love for one another, then you can work through any challenges that you may have. So an example I would give is that I think I'm a stronger negotiator with contracts than he is. And we have talked about when it comes down to contract negotiation that I would be the person that will negotiate the deals. And he is stronger in operation, and that's his lane. So, but we work as a true partnership. We sit down and we talk about things. If we come to a point where it's something that we don't like about the other one, we get into a room and we talk it out.
We may not agree on everything. That happens. You have some very contentious moments. But I am willing to work with anyone who's willing to work with us to bring whatever situation we have to a win-win condition for all of us. I've met a handful of women in the construction industry, and I think they're more capable than men at times. They've been very, very good. You have the ability. You have the knowledge. You have the understanding. And it's just basically going out there and doing it. Don't allow people to tell you something different. I even tell my daughters, you can pretty much do whatever you want to do when you set your mind to it.
What being a woman for me has meant in the construction industry is giving other women an opportunity to see that this is an industry that we can definitely be a part of. The construction industry has typically been a male predominant environment where men kind of controlled it. And there's lots of opportunity that where women can be involved in construction. And since once I got into it, I realized that I looked around and I didn't see many people of color, nor women. And I was like, if I'm going to help make a difference in that, then I need to become very involved and engaged in the construction industry. The opportunity to be a part of programs that the government has for minorities and women participation, because we've been able to participate, that's how we get business. We may not have been able to participate on some of the projects that we've been blessed to be involved with had it not been for those programs. You take, for example, the Orlando City Soccer. We were selected to be a part of that team because the city of Orlando had created a special program for what they called the Venue Project, which included the Dr. Phillip Performing Arts, the Orlando Arena, the Citrus Bowl expansion. So we were invited to be on teams with bigger firms as a result of that. So I had been on the Citrus Bowl project, and I had people available to go to another project, and was selected by a firm called Barton Mallow, who is the firm that is the general contractor construction manager for the city soccer project. We have had the opportunity to grow the skill sets of our people. They have included us as a true partner. For the first time on a big project, I was able to see my company logo as a part of the signs that was around the soccer stadium, that's on the hard hats, that's on the other items and things that are put out there showing the team. And so they have just been a wonderful partner in terms of being in a partnership with for this particular project. I've taken my grandchildren by there and say, look, Grandma's building this project, look at my sign, and taking picture by the sign, because it's such a great feeling to see something that you're building from the ground up, to be a part of such a landmark to our community, and a place where people go to have fun and where nothing else matters. It doesn't matter what color you are, what gender you are. They are all there on one accord supporting their team. That is a great feeling, to know that you had a part in building something that is so significant in the community, where the public can come and celebrate the successes of a team as they go out and compete against other teams. I define success as being able to solve problems, add value to whatever I'm doing, to impact the lives of others. My vision for my company is to continue to grow the business so that it can be impactful in our community, employ people, and they feel like they have the best job in the world. Because, again, in building a business, you are hopefully making a difference in the lives of others, because that is what my passion is to make a difference in the lives of others, and to be a good corporate citizen in my community, and also to be a organization that brings value to my client, to my community, to the lives of the people that works for me, and at the end of the day, be a profitable entity. You really have to reach way down inside and pull your strength up to step out into business, because it is a scary thing. You are taking a risk. If you plan it out, you will minimize your risk. And so don't be afraid.